I don't even know, 4th, 5th day of the trip. So we're leaving Birchcliffe cabin. Got it all cleaned up. Mike, you want to sum up our thoughts on the cabin?
Wow. Yeah, it was great. I'm never gonna come here again.
Pretty much. I mean, it's the cabin's fantastic. I much prefer sleeping in a hammock than sleeping on a inflatable mattress personally. I'm sure if in May, when it's really freezing at night, it's nice to have a heated cabin, that sort of thing. I actually really enjoy getting here and leaving here. Try the creek travel. I enjoy that, but it's more just about the lake being a horrible fishing lake. There's like I'd been here before, but I'd never tried fishing the lake, and it's just not deep enough, and there's weeds absolutely everywhere. You can't like troll for any real distance. Yeah, so it's just a weedy, shallow lake. Like it's really beautiful, and like I said, if you like creek travel and you want to see moose and you want a warm cabin at night, it's a great place. But yeah, probably last time at Birchcliffe.
Sorry guys, I didn't mean to.
They're coming for you.
So we came into Birchcliffe by Raven Creek, and we're going out by Birchcliffe Creek towards Bigger, and then today we're going to make our way up to 3 Mile Lake, probably, where we're going to be camping on tonight. Back into the creeks. Gonna take care of this tree this morning. Didn't have the saw with us yesterday when we passed by here fishing.
You want me to push it with the boat?
Huh?
You want me to push it with the boat or something? We're good. Man, that's a good saw.
It works.
Fuck.
Starting the day with a 280 meter portage. The sign says 580, but we noticed on Jeff's maps yesterday, well, Mike noticed that Jeff's map shows it as being a 280, which makes way more sense. It feels way too short. Portage is done. Mike's loading his boat in the water, and then we start down the creek. So if I remember correctly, the first section of this creek is actually fairly wide open. There might have been some pullovers, the occasional down tree sort of thing, but the real thick alders start a little ways into the creek. think we have to go down this. Yeah. Looks like it's gonna be our first time getting out of the boat. There's a little beaver dam here. Yeah. There might be a. Can you fit through that channel? It's probably just easier. It's really solid, so it's not sinky. Yep. Pretty good run so far.
Yeah, man.
What's that? What? Yeah, it gets really small, but yeah, you go through there.
Birchcliffe. This is what the fun is all about. Oh, that's it.
Do a pull over here. That's the first alder I've had to cut so far. And I really didn't have to cut it, but it just made life a little easier. Ooh. Water might be a little too high for us here. Sorry? I don't know. That's the way I'm going. I don't know, dude. Can you find a way around it? Yeah, it looks like there is another channel. To the right. Anyway, it's definitely doable to do it this way.
Trying my way around. Looks like it's been used because there's broken branches.
it's been used.
Yeah, I could tell there was two channels.
Yeah.
That means there's a boat under you over.
I'm pretty sure it's just a go over. Yeah. And your way looks easier than this way.
Sideways.
Huh?
Could be better on there if I
Probably a better way to do this than what I'm doing for sure. Oh, that was easier. bird hopping along the sandy shore there. Yeah. Ooh. So you know the log underwater moves. A lot. Got a little rapid to run after this too.
That's fun. I like that.
So that little rapid that we did, we actually portaged around it last time, we just realized, because we just arrived at the campsite. And last time this section between Bigger and this campsite was really brutal. So we came out the campsite, we saw there was a trail in the woods that led about, I don't know, 200 meters up the creek, maybe less, maybe 100 meters. And yeah, so we had skipped that little part, which would make sense because I didn't recognize that little rapid at all. Ah, shit. Thing got stuck in the branch underwater. Almost died. No big deal. Nope. Nothing solid to hold on to. Should have left my paddle there. As good as we're gonna do. The shittiest one yet. Big branch just hit me hard in the head. Fuck. Like an impromptu little portage here. Well,
Here, I'll help you.
looks like you get your wish.
That.
You wanted to limbo that last tree, we get to limbo this one. that's it. Birchcliffe Creek. Done one more time. The closer you get to bigger, the harder it gets for sure. But drastically different in terms of difficulty from last time. I don't have a watch or anything on me, so I'll have to check the timestamps on the videos. But I know last time going up the creek in, I can't remember if it was mid-May or early June, it took us like 6 hours. And like I said, I'm sure this time was much less than that.
And that, everyone, is the Birchcliffe alders. Yeah!
We're heading somewhere into this corner over here. There's a 500 meter to Sinclair Lake. Like I said, we're making our way towards 3 Mile. So we figure the creek took us somewhere, like I'll check the timestamps when I edit the video, but it's somewhere between 2.5 to 3 hours, I'm guessing the creek took us, which is, and like I said, we weren't even trying to go fast. It was just a really good run. If it wasn't for a few of those trees, huge trees that were blocking the whole creek, it would have been actually very easy, but still fun. So we got to the shore of the portage, emptied all the various debris and spiders from our boats, and about 30 pounds of water. And now we're on a 560 to Sinclair Lake. So it looks like Sinclair's a tiny little pond. Portage should be just across the way here. And our next one's just 1 kilometer into Kawa Lake. Oh, there it is. Yeah, straight ahead of you. So finished that 1 kilometer. Had a pretty good steady uphill at the beginning, but then it was standard Algonquin portage fare for the rest. Our next portage is right across the way. It's 3 something to Upper Kawa. $3.20 to Upper Kawa. So hopefully the end of this 320 is nice. We'll stop, have our lunch break. But been a pretty easy day so far. It's pretty funny. The reservation system won't let you book if you're leaving Birchcliffe. Anything past Bigger Lake tells you it's too long to travel in a day. We were at Bigger at 11 a.m. So it's kind of funny. I remembered that one of these portages was a gravel road. I guess it's this one. Looks like it comes out. Nice little beach. So we're gonna have lunch on the lake because the mosquitoes are pretty brutal at the end of this portage. So this is Upper Kawa. We've camped on here before. There was only 2 campsites and one of them was taken before we got there last time. So, but I remember the one that we stayed on, we did not like it at all. last portage of the day. It's 12:20 into 3 Mile Lake, and so we just have to find a campsite on 3 Mile after that. Almost looks like they were planning on making a campsite here or something. Looks like some paths that go into the woods a little bit there, but the portage goes up this way. We're on 3 Mile. Just gonna check out some campsites and pick one. So we finally got our site picked out and set up. We arrived on this lake a while ago, but we got a little picky with the campsites and ended up paddling basically the entire lake. Every site after the ones that we were acceptable were either occupied or crappy. Anyway, so we did the whole 3 Mile sort of paddle and came back and took one of the sites down in the middle. Didn't look like much from shore, but really big on the inside. Mike's set up there. I'm set up sort of blocking the trail towards the Thunderbox. Got the kitchen shelter set up there. It sounded like there was a big thunderstorm coming. It still might rain. It's really hazy. It's kind of hard to tell what the weather's actually like. But anyway, like I said, we got to this lake really early, so we still have plenty of time to relax, cook up supper, and go swimming and do all the fun stuff. Oh shit! But still, it was like two casts from shore, and I got a little bass.
Yeah, man.
Nice try, nice jump.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
First bass on 3 Mile. Mike's first fish from shore. I think is it a rock bass? Yeah, it's a rock bass. Little rock bass.
Little. The fight on these guys is always fun.
Yeah, little smallmouth. My first rock bass on from the campsite.
Seems to be the happy spot.
I agree. Just changed the lures, and I just noticed this bullfrog watching me here. Didn't even notice him the whole time. Cute guy. Fishing on 3 Mile. I think I just got another bass. Yep, another bass. Oh wow, he ate that sideways. Alright, get him unhooked. Got another fish on. It's not pulling very hard, so I'm not sure yet what it is. Maybe it's nothing. No, it's another bass. Oh, he actually got off. Bass. So we kept one of the bass to try it out, just because on one of our first fishing trips as a group, we all tried bass for the first time, and we didn't have anything really good to prepare it with, and it was absolutely awful. So we haven't tried it since. So we have the oil and the fish crisp. So we're gonna try some crisped up bass and see if we like it. And for tonight, aside from that, we're gonna have Alpine Air's spicy sausage pasta. Never had it before. See what it tastes like. Morning of day 6. Didn't film much after supper last night. Started raining. By the way, still fishing from shore. Still catching loads of bass. Yeah, didn't do much filming last night. After supper, the mosquitoes came out like crazy. We went in the kitchen tent. Had a really big rabbit that came around camp. Obviously, he's used to being fed by humans. So he went right up to like 2 feet from the kitchen tent, and he just waited, looking at us. Waited for us to feed him, which we didn't. But he was super cute. And then last night when it started raining, rained all night long. So today it's day 6. We got a pretty easy day today. We're just going from 3 Mile to Maple Lake. And yeah, that's the plan for today. Really great day so far. Always amazes me how fun these bass are. Smallmouth for their size. The fight is just fantastic. Goodbye, Len Thompson. Yeah, line snapped on the cast. So in that last cast, I figured my line snapped. It was actually the swivel came apart right after the swivel. It snapped off here. It's pretty surprising. So the lure that I just lost is pretty much my favorite fishing lure. It's a Len Thompson number 11, with the same pattern, same color pattern as this one. This one's just slightly bigger. It's a number 13. But if you're looking for a good fishing lure, Len Thompson number 11 in this color, fantastic. But the number 13 Len Thompson works pretty good too. First cast. Mike wanted to make a few casts while we were packing up. Yeah, they're still biting.
Yeah, look at that.
So we're setting off from our campsite. It's Thursday morning. It's the 6th day of the trip. Like I said earlier, we got a pretty easy day today. Just cutting across a bunch of lakes with horrible names to go from 3 Mile to Maple. So we're gonna hit places like Boggy and Rat Trap and Depression and other wonderful names. Just trolling our way to our first portage of the morning. We got the tallest peak there, 2 birds watching our progress. First portage of the day. It's a 550 meter into the Dismal Bay side of North Sylvia. This is Dismal Bay. On that point over there, there's a campsite which opens up into North Sylvia. And so we just got across North Sylvia, and there's another portage out of here. $660-meter into boggy. Boggy is a small pond. We're just gonna go to the other side of it, and our next portage is a 1.5 kilometer into Delilah or something, I can't remember. Boggy to Dahinda. So this is Dahinda Lake. It has a little channel that goes into Rat Trap. And Rat Trap, we go through that, and then we just have one more portage, 390 into Maple Lake. After this channel, this should be Rat Trap Lake. And we've arrived at Maple Lake. Assuming I don't fall down this hill. We're on Maple Lake. It's a disgustingly gray and humid day, and it's still really early, so we're just gonna make a run for the truck. So we got another, I don't know, 12 kilometers of paddling to do and 6 portages. And on top of it, Mike thinks he just found a crack in his boat. Apparently every time every paddle stroke, it's bubbling up some little bit of water. So it's a slow leak, so we're not too worried about it, but we have some repairs to do. We're arriving at our first portage that takes us into Maple Creek on our way to Kiosk from Maple. We're gonna probably stop at the beginning of this portage and have our lunch break. And it's the same 6 that we did on day 1. So we're just doing them downhill this time. First couple portages is done. 4 more to go. Still feeling pretty good. Coming up to the 3rd portage of 6 on our way to Kiosk. Finishing up to 6:30. Coming up to our last portage of the trip, our 10th or 11th portage of the day, I've lost track. It's a 900 something from Maple Creek to Kiosk. Last portage of the trip done. About a 45-minute to 1 hour paddle back to the truck. And that's it for the trip. always real, no capping.